Hi guys, so I'm in the garden right now and I came here to clean up my sad little tomato plant because, looks like it's ready, and I cleaned up the pots that had my squash that died. Sweet potato bag, like a piece of that little guy was poking up, and I was like, oh, let me just pull it. Can you believe how big this is? I can't believe it. So now I'm kind of debating, do I empty that one bag? Potato was poking up. Do I save it? Like, what do I do? I think I'm gonna try to empty that one bag. I know Cliff is going to be sad because he really wanted to be here when I do that, because treasure hunt, you have to dig and find out what we got. So I think I'm gonna go. So guys, this is what I got from that one bag. I definitely should have waited till next month to harvest them. But I'm so excited. I've never actually, it's my second time doing sweet potato. The first year I did it in a small pot and I was super excited that I was able to get like 4 sweet potatoes. But this time around, I can't believe how big this is. I mean, look at this thing. It looks great. But I'm definitely going to wait for the second bag for next month for the leaf to stop dying off, and then I hope that all of those would have sized up. I mean, this guy, right? But if not, I'm still very, very grateful that I'm getting sweet potatoes. It's super exciting. We love sweet potatoes, and this is definitely one of the easiest things that I've ever done. Just for scale, this is the grow bag that I use, and this is my other one. You can see it's kind of starting to die off, but not too much. I'm still waiting on my fingerling potatoes. They look really pretty. This is just loaded with Thai peppers and stuff. But remember my little containers that I had to get from the shed? I cleaned everything off. They all had squash in them, and I pretty much got a couple of from each plant, and some honey nut squash from each plant, and they died off because of squash bugs and vine borers. It's like, oh my god, I'm so glad it's such a learning experience. I'm still super grateful that we were able to do like a trial run of containers and plants, because honestly, if I would have done this in the garden, I probably would have been super and had no idea what I was doing, and probably be like, oh, I don't want to garden anymore. But I'm glad that I was able to figure out maybe how to deal with them. I'm still not sure. I guess we'll have to see. This was a really, really like a good learning experience. So here I have like a patty bean squash. I think I might have put the seed in there 3 weeks ago or something, and as usual, it surprises me every time that, especially this year, because first year that I seed, and it's like, oh my god, something's happening. So it still surprises me that something came out of the ground that I put the seed in. Is such an amazing thing. Like, nature is just amazing. So I think I can get 1 or 2 patty pan before like the frost, but I'm just gonna keep one plant in that little grow bag instead of putting like 3 like I did earlier, hoping that I won't get as much bugs as the weather's maybe kind of cooling off a little bit. I also have BT, so I'm going to spray it with some BT, and I really wanted to clean those pots, because I was thinking that maybe I would put like some kale seeds in one of them, and I don't know, maybe I have like some baby beets. Maybe I might put that in there. I guess we'll see. I'll just throw some seeds in and see what happens. But, it's all about learning. But look at this pepper. This is the Tabasco, and those are very, very spicy. So I've decided to let them go like I did last year in the pot, and I will pick them at the end, at the beginning of fall, and do some fermented hot sauce. I think I might have a video on that. I will do that again. And so because we got this little water feature, it's so cute, like this little fountain. We got this at Lowe's because we were having one of the hottest days ever, and we have like so many birds around here, and we just decided and went and got it, and the birds love it. I can see it from the kitchen window, and all the birds come in like in the morning. They gather around this and just have a little bath. It's the cutest thing, and I just love it so. And I honestly thought that this plant was done. Remember, that's the seed potato that I thought, seed tomato that I thought I killed, and I mean, it's flowering again. I'm so glad it never, because it didn't look so great, but this is still doing pretty good. And let me show you my, what is this, midnight tomato? Whatever tomato that was black, that I remember I put the seed in the pot. And let me show you. So this little guy, remember I put 2 seeds in. I think I had told you about this like in my last little garden video. I put 2 seeds in beginning of June to see if anything. I was hoping I would, because our first frost date is October 15 here. And oh my god, it popped up. It has flowers. I don't know if you can see it. I think it's from the other side. You can see a little flower right here. It has a couple flowers. I'm really hoping that I can get some beautiful black tomatoes from it, but we'll see, because what I've learned is that when you buy tomatoes, especially from Amazon, don't do that. It's not what it says it is. Like, those were supposed to be super sweet 100, and they turn out to be just, but you know, still I'm super grateful for this little container garden that was supposed to be just this raised bed right here and turned into all of those pots. And the funny thing is, I always used to say that I of just a bunch of pots, it's just kind of like random. But the irony is I had to do that because I had plants, and I had to get random pots that I had in the shed to put them in. And I think it's funny, but at the same time, I can't help but be grateful. Well, it's starting to get really hot now, and I think I might go in and just tackle this tomorrow. I think I cannot believe that I'm excited for like next season, more stuff, and to plant things in the fall. Because if you had asked me like in June if I wanted to garden maybe next year, I would have said I'm not sure about that. But now I think I know a little bit. I'm sure I'll never stop learning. I'm excited again, and thank you for coming by, guys, for this little impromptu video. And any tips, please let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.